Well, we're gonna go a little drive in the Laforza. Very tight turning radius in this truck. What I wanted to do is try to do something without using the darn iPhone, because I had so much trouble getting the video off of it before, and so that I'd try something different. Brought a bunch of different cameras here. We're gonna go find a little park, and we're gonna try recording with something other than the darn iPhone. So I'm gonna go find the park. I know where the park is. I'm gonna go down the hill to the park, and we're gonna go do some recording. I'm trying out this action camera first. This mount stuck on the glass as we cruise down the hill. Laforza is 1989. It's been mine since 2015. I've done a few things to it. Heated seats, which is nice. A little bit warm for that right now. Believe it or not, it's summertime. It's summertime in Seattle. It is 63 outside. June 18th. Unbelievable. Raining. It's miserable. But that's all right. That's why we have all these green trees. Anyhow, I'm going to try to figure out if I can put another camera shooting out towards the front, and then I also want to try to just show some of the stuff that modifications that I've done to this truck, and show how some of them work. Open up this little park here. There's nobody here. Good. This is a quiet little place too. Would be a good place to do this. All right, very good. Well, here's one of them. So one of them is the backup camera and the sensors. So the backup camera, you can't see it, but it's right there, is on, and it allows me to back up. There's nothing behind me, so the sensors aren't going to beep, but when there's something behind me, they will beep. Tell me I'm about to bump into something. They're sensing the curb. Because now I've gone over the curb. They might be sensing the grass, but that's what that beeping is. Anyhow, that's it. Let's see how this works. Alright, what I wanted to do is film some more detail about some of the things that I've done to the Laforza that are not factory. That people notice right away is this stereo system. This was made by Joying. I know, dumb name. What it is it's an Android operating system, 10-inch touch screen, and it's got a problem right now. The touchscreen part's not working. It's only working right in the center, which is not good. So I'm going to have to replace it. But the reason I put it in there was it gives me the ability to put a backup camera, to do hook up my phone and Bluetooth and all that stuff. And when it was working, it was great. But I'm not sure what's happened. It's been a couple of years, but I'm probably going to replace it with another one like it. I'm looking at a couple different ones, but the reason I chose this route is that the system originally, the system in the truck, singled in. So that's all it is. I just put this singled in system in there, and this screen just snaps onto it. That's how the Joying system works. I like it. It doesn't. I'd have to cut anything. It just snaps in. So you can put a singled in system in there. It'll be just fine. Now I added this heated seat system. That's very simple. You put a pad in the seat bottom and the seat back of each of the front seats. Put that in there, and then you get independent control settings 0 through 5. Okay, so there's that. I said before there's a backup camera, and even though the touchscreen's not working, the backup camera is working, and I'll show you that in a minute. In the back, these little guys here, there's 4 of them, are reverse sensors, and there's a little display in the back of the truck, and then that black dot in the middle there is a camera. for the remote reverse sensor. And if you look in the back, up above, see that little display there? When you're in reverse, that little display will show left or right, wherever the obstacle is that you're backing up towards. That's what that's all about. So there's that. I did a video earlier, actually just uploaded up to YouTube, and I realized I showed the carpet, and the carpet was super dirty, so I did a quick vacuum. So I'll probably upload this video, so at least I give it a little bit of a vacuum. There was another thing I said, that these flip forward. Here's how that works. There's a little handle back here. Just pull this, and then this flips forward, and then you can tumble it. See the seat belts? They'll pull out. I don't really want to fuss with them to put them back right now, so I'm just gonna fold this back up. But that whole thing tumbles forward, and then this is the floor. That floor there just continues all the way forward. I'm gonna flip this back up, and that seat belt is probably gonna get caught. So I'm gonna just, oh, good, it didn't. There we go. Sometimes it gets caught, and then I gotta walk around the other side and fish it out of there. So there's that. This side I didn't really do anything unusual. In the back there's a subwoofer. The amplifier for it is inside of here. I pop this whole thing. This big leather cover comes out. That whole center console comes right out, and the amplifiers are inside there. I added these fog lights. These are, see, there's two bulbs, and you'll notice that they're slightly different. On the left is a fog, and on the right is a driving light. And the way it works, there's two of them. The way it works is when you turn on the fog light button and you're in low beam, the fog lights come on. And if you go to high beam, the driving lights come on. That's done with relays under the hood. You don't have to do anything, they just works. I added lights like this. Looks like it's hanging down under to light up on the floor. I also put panel lights, which are much brighter in here. So there's that. There's also lights underneath the truck, which you can see there. Let's just put a little light on the ground. They're all tied to the doors, so when you open the doors, when you get inside the truck, when you first get in and close the door, the lights will stay on. They're on a timer. They'll stay on for 8 or 10 seconds, and then they need to be, and then they'll shut off on their own. Up here is a little sensor. Right there, that little clear thing, that is a light sensor. That's a cobweb. That is a light sensor, and that is for daylight. It turns on the headlights automatically. This little black thing is the GPS sensor for the joying, because it has built-in navigation. So if you don't have cell service or whatever, it has built-in navigation. And you can, when you have Wi-Fi, you can download either Google Maps into it. You can download maps into it. There's a memory, or you can use iNav, which is an alternate to Google Maps. Your choice. This is before Apple CarPlay, so but those are your choices. This is the rear wiper. I added, and it's hidden behind there, a delay, because it used to be factories, you'd push the button and it would just start wipe, and it would chatter because it would, there wasn't much water on it. So I put a delay, so now when you turn the button on, it'll wipe, and then it'll be a delay of about 3 or 4 seconds, then it'll wipe again. It'll just keep doing that. So it's quieter that way. It's not chattery all the time. The turn signals, I said, the wipers are all this stock. The pull it in, that's the washer for the windshield. Push it away is the washer for the rear window. and you push down one click is intermittent, and down another click is low, and down one more click is high. That's all for the front windshield. And then if you just pull in like this, that's like it just does one wipe. This is the headlights, and like I said, they're automatic. The only thing that's funny is this is the high beam, and you pull it down, but when they're off, you can't pull it down. It's just the way the switch is made. So I'd put the automatic in there to offload the lighting load from the switch, because it seems like a lot of power to be pulling through this little switch. There's relays up there that run it now. So instead, if you when you at night when you're driving, if you just turn them on, right, rotate the switch around to turn them on, they're on now, then you can do high beam. You see the high beam indicator will come on. Just remember to turn them off. This is your cruise control. You've got on off for the cruise control. Whoops. On off for the cruise control. I leave it on all the time. You've got set, and you've got resume Excel. This is also coast. So coast, to hold it into coast, or to set, and it's basic like any American car. And then it's turn signals, of course. It's a tilt wheel. It's down there. There's a way down here. There's a little. It's hard to see, but there's a deal you pull out like this, and then you can tilt the wheel around. I'll just set it how I want it, and then you just push that way back. There you go. Tilt wheel. It does not telescope. At least I don't think it does. I don't remember it telescoping. There might be some other thing I'm not finding. I don't remember. What else? Oh, I added a self-dimming mirror. So, that seems like a little jiggly. Self-dimming mirror, I just added, you put 12 volts to it, and then when the bright light's behind you, then it will dim, which is nice. The mirrors are heated. They come on when you hit the rear defroster, which of course works. Everything here works. The hazards work. That's the hazards. And rear defroster, the four-wheel drive works. This is not working, although if you listen, it's trying. That darn solenoid is not engaging. Now this is the dummy. There's nothing there. This is a space where I'd like to put reverse fog, the fog lights for the back, mainly just to blind those idiots who put their LED lights and blind you from behind, and just put that on it, shine the lights behind it, but whatever. So there you go. We'll stop here. If you have any other questions, let me know. Well, hopefully this will give you a view kind of like my view. We'll see. Time to head back home. Roll down the window a little bit. Oh, not that one. You're stuck to it. Sorry. Seat belts, please. Oh, I don't know if you can see that thing there or not, but if you can, we'll try that. So there's your rear view camera. You can see at the rear view. But we're not going backwards, we're going forward. One thing I will do though, I will back up. I'll show you the turning radius because it's kind of cool. It's one of the neat things about this guy. Use the camera to back up a little bit here along the curb. Now I've got room on the other side. There. And then we'll go around. Alright. And to drive all the way to lock, and we'll go around. It's a very sharp turning circle. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, there you go. There's one more thing. I'll back up to something so you can hear the beeper. So there's reverse sensors in addition to the camera. So as you get close to something, it'll start beeping. And then there's a little display back there that tells you how far away things are. See? Pretty cool. Okay. I'll head back home now. Barreling down this hill. Second gear. It's a steep hill. Third gear and lock up. One of the things that kind of bothers me about the way that the transmission is it so aggressively shifts into highest gear and locks up. So here we are, 25 miles an hour in third gear, torque converter lockup. I mean, you can go if you want, but it's not much off of idle right now. It's quiet that way. It does do that. If you wanted to go, you gotta. Anyhow, there's the Laforza. Window. Very bright LED tail lights, very bright LED reverse lights. And a very crowded garage. For such a big garage, it's way too full. That concludes our tour. 49,469.5 miles.